All right. Hey guys, crude oil. It is Sunday, November 5th, 2023. This is my personal video journal, not to be taken as advice. So, looking at the monthly, we got some traction, made a new low, and we've already made a new low over that. So, 3 months in a row of a lower low. Using the strat method, um, measuring last month's candle, meaning the October candle, bears don't want to see above 86.31. In fact, it's okay if it comes up a little bit more in here, but bears want to see it just keep going down and knock this out. Then, okay, if it comes down and tags somewhere to the 618 or even shy of it, just somewhere between the 77, just call it 77.50 and 75.50. So there's a $2 window down here that would be reasonable to expect to finish wave two if it hasn't already. So, but really the strat method is on the longer time frame is just giving me clues. So 86.31 is a clue really for bulls. You want to see above that. And if you really are in the camp that it needs to finish, then this candle needs to just come down without going too much higher first. What's the top of that candle is 83.60. So if you're a bear, you don't really want to see much above 83.60 this week. And speaking of weekly, looking at the weekly, you have a 212. This is strat speak, 212, and then it reversed, and you had 222 in a row. So this week, you don't want to see, if you're a bear, you don't want to see above the top of that candle, which is 85.30. So that's the weekly. Look at the technicals. You could talk about that, but it's a weekly. I'm a day trader scalper, so I'm only looking at these longer time frames for clues. Looking at the daily, it's very clearly looking like ABC. The question is it over or not? Is the C done? It can't really get below that level. So, and then it's pinballing around in threes, ABC all over the place, very difficult to trade. However, if you're measuring stuff properly, it's actually wonderful to trade because that volatility, even if you don't need to get it exactly right, you just need to get it mostly right. And ring the register often. Okay, so here, looking at the 4-hour chart, you can see a positive divergence. Here's a level that I think should hold. Isn't that interesting? We were just talking about the longer time frames. 83 level is one. The bears want to see contain, and then also bulls want to see above 86, although that's a little tricky here because this could come all the way up to this supply demand zone, which is also would be sort of like where you would expect a B wave if that's what it is, of a B wave inside of this. Anyway, it's getting complicated because of all these threes. So what I do is just measure stuff, and I can't tell you what the odds are. I just know what I'm trading. I know where my stops are, and it's all based on measurements. Looking at the 144, this is the chart I've spent the most time on, and this is the chart that I'm mostly trading. So I didn't post this in the room. Right before the close, I took a very small long right there. And the idea is that this is going to bounce either to the 618-ish, so be contained, shouldn't extend much above 83, whatever we were saying, 83.60, and then it's going to roll. So, but it's the nature of this bounce that I'll be looking at. Otherwise, could it bounce way up here and get into this supply-demand zone? Sure. What would that be? Well, that would be another B wave, unless this is impulsive. If it's looking like somehow 5 up and then 3 down, different game. I'm looking for more overlapping movement in threes. Look at this positive divergence on the 144. Bam. Now this is my trade chart. This is an 8-minute chart. So I took the long. 2 reasons. One, the massive reaction. I mean, on a nano scale, this is a massive reaction. If you're an investor, this is like nothing. But if you're trading futures, this is something. So what it is a reaction off of that lower level, similar to what you had over here, similar to what you had over here. And that bounce produced, profitable. This bounce, wildly profitable. What is this bounce going to do? I don't know, but I'm long. Now, I'm small, so I don't care if it comes back to, it's just depending on how this looks, depending on how it opens, maybe it's going to come back a little more. I don't know. But it's possible. If this is an ABC correction, then this box, these fibs, it makes perfect sense. If this is an ABC correction, it's going to come right up in here. And again, it won't get above 83. Remember, we were talking about 83.60. It won't make a new high. It'll get contained in this box somewhere, hopefully. In which case, I say hopefully, because I want to be short. I want to short again. So, but right now I'm long, tiny long scalp. Anyway, that's what I got. Now, before my time runs out, because I've set this automatic to cut me off after 5.